I was, you know what I was really about? I was about to post a little short and be like, I ain't whatchamacallit, right? I don't even want to go live. 50 Shades of Freed after 70 minutes. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can just really kind of just, because at first I was about to, I was like, mind you, I told you what I was looking forward to. That finally happened once, and then the rest of this, I'm just kind of like, it's basically at the back end. I might have what 45. There might be like another 20 to 30ish minutes left, right? So let's see here. Movie cap, movie review. Let's do this. What was happening at the hour mark? Oh, the engagement. Elliot proposes to Kate. So then from there, let's see. After Elliot proposes to Kate, mm, they're leaving. The whole. You know, we start talking about now. We can be in the cabins by Aspen by Christmas. They leave in the cabins in Aspen. That whole little thing. They're on a plane, um, and then on the plane, Kate says, so what? Kate, forget what Kate says. Christian says, Elliot looks at Christian and is like, uh, no. Christian looks at Elliot and is like, some of us want to get it right on the first try or something like. One of them says something about we all don't get it right on the first try. And some of us like whatever. Um, Whatever Christian says, Anna rolls her eyes and Christian's like, do you just roll your eyes at me? She was like, maybe. What are you gonna do about it? My one thing about throughout this whole little thing is that it's just book two. She was asking for more, but just if there was just a you want a full commitment. You want full commit to the role. None of this back talk and all this other. Just full commit and just. This is why some people, some women be like, you just want a doll. You can do anything with. I mean, anyway. So just do whatever you want. I mean, yes, right? Whatever I say, whenever I want. Sometimes I don't even want to say something. Still want whatever I want when I want. So, okay. Anyway, she's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" He was like, so then they go back and forth with they got another little scene, but he's like, uh, top right drawer, go. And she was like, and he's like, she's like, what? No. And he's like, do as you're told, you know. So she's reminiscing. It's going back and forth. Like she's at her office, and she's reminiscing about the night and whatever. And then, so she's reminiscing about the night. This and that, third, boom, boom, and then Hannah I think comes in, and she's like, okay, the detective wants to talk to you about whatever. Jack, has a whole new story about, oh, this is what she did, really. We had a whole little relationship, and then all of a sudden it goes sour, and she trying to frame all this. Like, so he says that, and then he's about to go to have bail. And she was like, no, that's not how things happen. And then so she has to meet with the cop. Then Jack, they was like, well, with Jack's record, well, since he has such a record in this and the third, um, we'll do set the bail. She sets the bail at 500,000. Who's supposed to get that? Who has $500,000? This is a large number, whatever. So Jack makes bail at 500,000. He looks at her, notices her. She goes to the bathroom. She throws up. Then she has a doctor's appointment. Now, at the doctor's appointment, she had already remember. There's certain times, like a woman could joke, or even a man. Either way, there's just certain things where it's like, if you really not rocking with somebody, or there's just certain things, like it doesn't become a joke, even if they joke about it, right? So if they jokingly joke about kids, you don't take it as a joke. You're not like, there's no laughing matter. It's like, nah, hell nah, I don't want kids with you. Your relationship, hell no, hell no. I don't, like, they could jokingly say something, but if they moved it, no, you don't even take it as a joke. Like, you can joke about a whole bunch of other stuff, but if they joke about something like relationship or having kids, you like, Nah, I was just joking. I know you was. I hope you better have. Like, if you don't, it take a whole, he's like, dang, I ain't think da da da. That be linked to whatchamacallit. That's what happened. When the last time she brought up kids, yeah. So it was one of them type of days. She goes to see the doctor. The doctor was like, yeah, there's a heartbeat. What you mean? So Anna's pregnant. So that's the whole thing. He already, whatchamacallit. Now, but there's the way he goes, he's like, I want to share you and this and that, third one. Like, he has the type of whatever. Then, um, so her and Christian are sitting down, and he's like, how was the day? And she was like, she mentions the cop thing, like, oh, that Jack is trying to like have a different story and this and that, third boom, boom. Of course he'll say anything to get out on bail. You should be prepared for that. So she starts with that, but then in the middle of him reacting to that, she's pregnant. Shut the fuck up. Like, stop talking. It's just so in the middle of him, some women do like a whole. There's like the way in which they tell. It'd be a whole little setup, or it'd be this or that, and it'd be those type of things. She just tell him straight up, she pregnant. So what does he do? Well, he doesn't have a good reaction. Yeah, you think I'm ready to be a dad, a father? No, no, I don't. And she ain't ready. She don't think she ready to be a mother. So both of them, are just on some, yeah, we're not ready. She like, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out, right? She's 6 to 7 weeks pregnant. So he's like, yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh gosh, so he mad. He gets mad. He's not having a positive reaction to this. These are one of those type of things where it's a I don't even know how to explain this, bro. Like, with certain things, bro. Like, I totally what you got. So for instance, like if a woman tells you that she's pregnant, you will want it. You want to be in that state of mind where it's like both of y'all are excited about it, like there and like her on her and it's she's happy and glad to show into like knowing that he's gonna be happy about this or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of sort of wanted to be that one of them type about like him being happy and glad that's in the third one. Anyway, he gets mad, but that was already you already knew that, but they already had this little conversation. So he gets mad. He actually leaves, or something like that, and then I forget like the next little part. Um, but there's like this one little part or whatever. And then she's like calling him. He ain't answering. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah. Christian, where you at? Da da da. He comes in drunk. Oh hey. But he's in a relatively like okay, happy mood or whatever. So she's trying to like get him. She gets him to. She walks with him to the bed. She's trying to get him to like. She gotta. At that point she gotta take care of him. Like, all right, we gotta get you cleaned up, straightened up, so you can go to bed. This and that, right? She not mad. She's just trying to get him like cleaned up. He's like, oh, babies mean this. Babies mean no more sex. She was like, well, that's not true because you wouldn't have siblings. Oh, you're funny. He was like, he goes underneath her shirt. She's gonna take you from me, all right? You're gonna choose him over me. He's one of those type of Jones. Anyway, he passes out though. But she's like, oh no. She's whatchamacallit. She puts his phone down. But then this is the whatchamacallit. He puts his phone down, then the phone goes off. He gets a text from Elena. And that's the one who so he got a text from Elena. The text says, good to see you tonight. I'll always be there. Anytime, any place, whatever you need and want. Mind you, the last time we saw Elena, it was at the end of the second movie. She, within 90 seconds, she had a drink thrown on her She got slapped and kicked out the house. This was all in within 90 seconds. Everybody just ganged up on her. So that was the last time we seen Elena for real. Well, no, she popped up in one. Yeah, anyway. But at the end of the second movie, Elena just got straight disrespected. Just drink thrown in the face. She got slapped by a different person and kicked out of the house. So he went and saw Elena. Good to see you tonight. Oh. So I was not going. I was going to do a short. I was gonna make a short little video. I was literally about to just cruise through the Ras Habits the Ras. I was about to cruise through the last few minutes of this movie because I'm just trying to finish it. I was gonna make a little short, and then I was like, oh well, after 70 minutes, make a little short like that. I wasn't gonna go live, and then I saw that he texted Elena. So that's about to be the whole thing now. We'll see how Anna reacts to that.